Hi, so today my name is Abigail Thomas, and I'm going to be speaking about communications in personal media. So, my first slide is going to start off with understanding personal media. What is personal media? Personal media is media that has been designed for use by an individual for interpersonal communication and personalized expression. Examples of this are going to include face-to-face communication, telephony, I believe I said that right, telephony, body language, mail, and social media. The value of online communication. Immediate delivery. This is delivered to a recipient almost instantaneously. This is possible because communication travels rapidly over the internet. Individuality is the process of communication and the way it's exchanged. Interactiveness is going to be, you can, for example, on social media, you can like Facebook posts, you can heart certain things, you can share reels, all of that sort of stuff. You also have the ability to create TikToks where you can show off your individual expression and your, or reels where you show off your individual expression and you're able to interact with other people. You're able to form and build communities, and you see lots of people, like-minded people with the same things in mind, political parties, racial issues, gender issues. You see a lot of this, especially in present times today, where people are identifying with one another and they're finding online communities and platforms that they are able to express their same ideals. And then entertainment and enjoyment. Obviously, a lot of people spend hours scrolling on social media every day, and they do find entertainment and enjoyment from this, whether it be harmful or positive. So the dangers of online communication. Some of the dangers of online communication are going to include cyberbullying. Cyberbullying is a very big thing, especially within today's community. I mean, there have been several movies made. There are presentations done in schools today that all go over kind of the effects of cyberbullying, and it's also been made illegal in most, if not all, states, simply because of the majority factor and its increase since the internet. Cyber predators. Cyber predators are a very big thing now, where older people are going and preying, especially on children, and they are getting them to do lots of inappropriate things that children should never have access or be exposed to. And it's a very big deal. And now, I mean, there are several police groups set up, and several police, what is the word I'm looking for? It's they're going and they're trying to find these people, basically, on sting operations. That's the word. So they're going and doing, police groups are doing sting operations to find these cyber predators, because it's become such an increasingly big problem in today's society, where people are trying to solicit minors. Identity theft is another big one. I mean, there have been movies made about that as well, but identity theft is they're stealing your personal information because you're posting your passwords simultaneously, with those fun Facebook character things, talking about, okay, what's your favorite color, the name of your your favorite childhood teacher, your first pet, things like those indirectly expose people's passwords to certain things, and they're able to get a hold of their information through hacking. Phishing is another one as well. It's where they send out those scammy emails and they're like, oh, hey, click here because you're this month's winner, and they want you to enter your personal information, and then scams go right along with that. And you hear about, Nigerian princes are now contacting your grandmother, and she's like, what? That happened with my own grandmother, actually. So when you hear about scams, the people are trying to get you to buy into things. They're trying to get you to send money. They're trying to get a hold of your personal information. Identity theft, phishing, and scams all kind of go together. And then malware is a software that basically makes it easy to steal your information. So that's kind of how they're going through and doing the previously three previously mentioned points. And then another danger of online communication is unrealistic expectations. Like, we post on social media, and it's really affected how people are perceiving themselves and how they're perceiving what their life should be. Like, on TikTok and Reels, you see a lot of younger, especially it affects younger generations. So you see a lot of people in their early 20s, and they seem to have lots of money, designer goods and items, and they're going and doing all of these things. They're saying that they're waking up at 6 a.m. every day, and they're going for a jog, and they're maintaining the epitome of like this perfect sense of wellness and overall health, which, not saying that they don't. However, it does create unrealistic expectations at times, because there are sometimes where certain things aren't achievable for certain people. And unfortunately, not everyone is made of money, and not everyone has access to the same opportunities as certain people. And when you post it on social media, oftentimes it's very fake. And that's an unfortunate thing that's taking place in today's society, where we've lost this genuine grasp on what actually occurs in day-to-day life. And then another thing is addiction. A lot of people are addicted to social media. In fact, this Science Direct states that more than 210 million people worldwide suffer from addiction to social media and the internet. And that causes depression, and it's just overall not beneficial to your personal health, your mental health, your spiritual health. It's just overall, it's definitely a downgrading factor. So how personal media is changing us. Lynn Jarman Johnson, the CMO of Consumers Credit Union, relayed to Forbes magazine about the impact that embracing social media has had on her everyday life. And she quotes, "I've always been an open book," Johnson said, "but social media cracks the binding way open," which I think is extremely true, especially in today's world, because now you have the ability to overshare on the internet, which a lot of us have been guilty of at times. And then over the last 2 decades, social media has developed into the main source of information for a huge percentage of the world's population, influencing their opinions, choices, and beliefs on every topic imaginable. And that impact has had negative effects, but it has also had many positive effects, because people are going and they're finding communities, they're finding people that agree with them on certain topics. We're now able to connect on a more global level. And then, in conclusion, the overall impact of personal media. Our personal media is a powerful tool used to communicate with others and build relationships and communities. With our verbal and non-verbal communications, we are able to express ourselves in our individuality, and our online presence also gives us the opportunity with a broader platform. Having both its ups and downs, personal media is a powerful communication tool that impacts how we interact with others. And that concludes the end of our presentation today. Thank you so much for listening.